What do you need to do as a manager to have your team waste less time, especially in a hybrid setup? Now, if you've ever been in any environment in which you have back-to-back meetings where maybe you don't even know what you're doing there, and they consistently start and finish late, then you know how big of a problem this can be. Now, as a manager, specifically of a hybrid team, things like this can escalate out of proportion because I know it sounds bad, but you might have less control over what's happening in the office. So what to do? Now, first of all, as I said before, 90% of effective time management boils down to individual skills and planning capabilities. So take a look at all the episodes on this topic that I've run before. Now, when it comes to your role as a manager, you have to take a few actions. First of all, you need to be aware of the hybrid time management skills and strategies that are involved in the whole discussion. And you need to make sure that you pass them on to your team. Unless you have this first step down, then the rest will be more difficult. Second point, you can facilitate it. How? First of all, by adopting a leadership style that is not depending on you controlling the process of people, but you're just controlling the outcome. Let me explain. If you, my manager, tell me that I have to finish a task by next Monday, and you tell me exactly what I have to do, that makes it almost too easy for me in terms of planning. And most importantly, it doesn't allow me to grow. However, if appropriately you give me a deadline and leave me free rein to self-organize how I want to achieve that deadline, well, then that forces me, or better said, gives me the chance to learn how to plan my time and learn how to distinguish between different activities that I need to plan during the week. As we said, planning for hybrid time management is somehow of a different beast. Other point you can look at in terms of an action to take, work with anchor points. Now, anchor points are something that doesn't get talked about enough when you talk about time management. Basically, you as the manager are in the position of deciding that on Tuesday morning, for example, we have our team meeting remotely or in person in the office, you name it. But that gives everybody some clarity already on how to structure their week. Or, for example, you could set for yourself a day, let's say Wednesday, in which all you do during the day is run one-to-ones in the office. Now, those are much better run in person, so everybody can be in the office for that day because that's one-to-one day. And you can also take a look at having a no meeting day, for example, on Thursday or on Friday, so you allow people to focus. Basically, by giving some general rules, or giving some anchor points to people where they know where they are going to have to be that day, you already give some structure to a schedule. And at scale meaning for the team, that can mean a lot in terms of ease of planning. Does that make sense to you? Have you ever considered this from an HR perspective or a team leader perspective? Let me know. Thank you, and talk soon.